With this video, we are going to talk about grouping objects and locking objects. So, first thing, I'm going to go File, New. Profile can be on Custom or Print. Number of artboards 1. Size, we're just going to stick with regular letter size. Make sure you're on Portrait, not Landscape. Make sure units are on inches, not on points. Click OK. And my artboard appears. From here, I'm going to go over to the Shape toolbar. I'll click and hold, and I'll go over here to this tab. If I release on this tab, I release the mouse, my Shape toolbar appears. So first thing we're going to do is group some objects together. So let's start with the ellipse tool. Let's say that we'll do a stroke of 15 and we'll give it a color of red. Actually, let's scratch that. Let's change the stroke to none. Let's come down here and do it. So I'll click stroke and I'll change it to none. So I have one red circle. So I can click and use my selection tool, which is over here, to move my shape around. Okay. Let me come over here and make a rectangle. Okay, you can do it from the center. Okay, something like that. So they're the same color. And then let's maybe do a triangle. Hold Shift. Alright, and I can move this around using my selection tool. Okay, so let's say we want to group all of these objects together. Right now they are 3 separate objects. So what I can do is I can click and drag, select all of them, Object, Group. So they're now grouped together. So if I use my selection tool and I click off, they're not selected. If I just click the triangle, they're all selected. So I can click and drag. This will be helpful later on. Okay. To ungroup them, I just go Object, Ungroup while they're selected. So they're now ungrouped, and I can move them around. Let's say that I just want to do 2, same concept. You go Object, select them, make sure they go Object, Lock. Okay. I'm sorry, Object Group. Next thing, right now your artboard is white because paper when you print it is white. So let's say that you want to print a background. Let's say you want a yellow background. The best thing to do is to use the rectangle tool. Click and drag over top of your artboard. And you can use the selection tool to kind of, your anchors, it'll lock right in where it says intersect. So now my artboard is red. But the problem is that you can always move this. So when you click and you'll click and drag it on accident. So if you know you want your background to be a certain color, once you make that background, you select it and go Object, Lock, Selection. So now if I go to, oops, I'm going to go edit, undo. If I go to make a bunch of shapes and I'm drawing on top, okay, I can click and drag to move these around. My background is now locked, and you can always go back and unlock it. So I can go Object, Unlock All, and now my background is movable. Okay, that's it for grouping and locking objects.